Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new. It's Cheryl and I am here to show you guys what I melted over this past week and then what I plan to melt this week. So first we'll do what I already melted. Let's see. I melted some more of the Love Spell Pink Sugar by L3. I love this one. The only thing about it is I wish that it lasted for a little bit longer, but I really loved this smell. I love her Love Spell Strawberry Pound Cake more, but this is still really, really nice. It gives me about 10 hours in most of my warmers. Some of the smaller ones, like in the bathrooms and stuff, I can get 12. And some of my burners that burn a little bit more hot, like my Element type, like hot plate warmers, a little bit less time, like maybe 8 hours. But for the most part, you know, on average, about 10 hours. So the next one is Sassy Wax Melts Hairy Navel, which is fresh oranges and perfect peaches. I melted half of this. And it's like all crumbly because her wax is, it's very fragrant. First of all, this smelled really, really good. But it's also incredibly soft. You cannot get the clam, like the wax out of the clam without it just kind of like falls apart in your hand, which is fun with me. It's gonna get melted anyway, but just something to note if you don't like super soft waxes, and it's really soft. And this lasts for me for about the same amount of time, around about 10 hours in most places. The next one that I melted is Vanilla Bean Nectarine Twinkies. And somebody told me that this sounded disgusting because like the smell of Twinkies isn't good, but I wanted to clarify. This doesn't actually smell like Twinkies smell. It just smells like the cake note is a very light and fluffy, spongy. It's like a spongy cake. It doesn't smell like a really dense cake, like pound cake or birthday cake or anything like that. It's more like a sponge cake kind of smell, if that makes sense. This one was in my melting basket for this past week, but as you can see, I didn't get to it, so we'll pull that out. This is remnants of Lighthouse and I don't remember. It's coconutty. This is like a coconut, salty sea air kind of vibe. I had gifted a full bunt and a full tart to some people. So I let them have the bags, but actually told them like what it was, and I just transferred my cut pieces that were left into this for me, because I don't need to know. I just need to know that it smells good. But I like to leave the labeling on for people if I give them something, because if they really love it, they'll know like what it is and where to get it. So this is banana nut bread, pineapple, cinnamon sugar. I melted some of this week, and I really like this because it doesn't actually smell like banana nut bread, which is something that I would reach for more in the fall time, like the cooler months. I'm sorry I keep itching my face. I don't know what is going on, but this actually smells more like banana candy, pineapples, and like the cinnamon sugar. I don't really get cinnamon from. It's just kind of I don't even know how to tell you. It does something to it, but it doesn't actually smell spicy at all. So this really smells more like tropical summer fruit to me than it does like a fall bakery scent. Because it doesn't smell like a fall bakery scent at all. It smells tropical with the pineapple and candy banana. So I really like this for summertime vibes right now. It works quite well. It smells like a candy fruity drink, like maybe like a banana. It almost smells like 99 bananas, if you know what I'm talking about. So Sassy Wax Melts Fruit Blast, which is blue raspberries, strawberries, peaches, pink sugar, French vanilla, is the next clam that I worked on. I also got through about half of it. I actually cut one like of these squares in half to go in my little bathroom warmers. It's like the perfect amount. This lasted in my bathroom warmers for, no kidding, 24 hours. So I thought that was really cool. I was very pleased with this fragrance. I really like it. It is very springy and fruity and sweet, just really sweet and happy. A little bit bright, but more berry, like candied sugared berries than citrusy. The next one that I melted some of is cotton candy frosting, and this one went in my children's rooms. They both melted some of this week. They love the cotton candy stuff, and this one's a really good one. So they had fun with that. I melted some Farm Fresh Peach Gummy Candies. I really love this one from L3. It's very unique. You're not really gonna find this kind of thing many places, and I mean, I really like it. I will probably continue to repurchase this one just because I'm not gonna find anything else like this, and I really, really love the smell of it. It definitely smells like peach gummy candies, and I keep telling you guys, it also smells like the green on a tomato vine. I just love it. It screams summer to me. It's very fresh and candy, so it's like both very adult and also juvenile at the same time. So it's like the best of both worlds, and I really love the way that this makes my home smell. I also got through some more of the La Lorana. I can't remember all the scent notes in this one, but I know that it like ends with water lilies, I think. And that's all I can smell on cold, but this is really beautiful on warm. It's got this aquatic, almost body care nature to it. And the florals are, again, like they're aquatic florals, so not really heavy, but definitely there. I mean, they're just very sweet and sophisticated florals, and it makes your home smell just clean and fresh and a feminine kind of beachy, and I really love it. So it gives me all kinds of good feels. I love this for nighttime or for self-care, like in the bathroom. It's beautiful in bathrooms just in general. I mean, there's nothing like walking into somebody's restroom and it's smelling like something like this. It's just very, very inviting. I melted through an entire sample of Orchard and Field from Soul's Inspiration. This I love in the same kind of way that I love the Farm Fresh Peach Gummy Candies from L3. They're not the same at all. This is Juicy Mac Apple and Fresh Lavender, whereas this is like the green on the vine and like peach gummy candies. So not the same scent notes here, but the same kind of, it elicits the same sorts of feelings. So that fresh, you know, like fruity, springy vibe, and beautiful floral note here, whereas the nature in this one is going to be the green from that tomato vine. So both of these are just really amazing. Amazing. And this is the one that my husband loved the most. So whenever he came home this week on the day that I had this one melting, he was like, I really love, like, whatever wax you're melting today, I really love that. It was the only one he really commented on. So he always asks me, like, well, what did you melt today? And we always talk about it, and he'll sniff them. He participates for me, but on this day, he really, really liked it. He liked coming home to that scent. So, the last one that I'm lying. It's not the last one. I have two more after this. So I did melt some of this. It's not my favorite because it's very floral and also kind of incense, like really floral, powdery floral, kind of mature, like older woman floral to me. It's the turquoise from the Pharmacist's Daughter. Yeah, it's just really not my cup of tea, and it smells like all of the things that I just mentioned on cold, but it smells the exact same way on warm. Unfortunately, I can only do this in small places, like small doses. I could not have this going in my whole house. It just doesn't work for me. But I put it in like some of my smaller warmers with other things going in my larger warmers, and it blended with them very nicely. Added a little touch of florals without it being like heavily floral throughout the entire home, and I found that that was quite doable. I will also probably experiment a little bit with mixing these with something that is like a totally different vibe. So I'm thinking really candy, sweet fruit kinds of things, like maybe even yeah, so I'm gonna play around with mixing this with some really kind of punchy, sweet and fruity scents and see if, I can love it that way. All is not lost, but I melted some of it. I'll have to continue working on that. The next one that I melted was my very first Scentsy bar. So I melted through half of it. I loved it. This one is Black Raspberry Vanilla, and it smells so sweet. It is sweet, like sticky, sweet, ripe berries. And I smell the vanilla more on warm than I do on cold. I don't really smell vanilla on cold, but on warm it is, it's beautiful. And it lasts for a really long time. This went in my warmers on the day that I had to take my son to the emergency room. We left that morning at 5:30 in the morning. I was in the emergency room with him until like 1 a.m. Got home about 1:30. Didn't have time to even deal with wax. It still smelled at that time, and I could still smell it when we woke up the next morning at like 9 a.m. to go to the lake. So this lasts forever, and it was like a 9 out of 10 throw. So I did really enjoy it very much. The next one is L3 Waxy Wonders Benny and June. This is my all-time favorite fragrance. I'm so happy that I got this in scoops. Like when you find that one scent that just speaks to your soul and you love it, and every time you smell it, it makes you happy, and you don't care what you have to pay or where you have to go to get it. I think I will forever own that. As long as she offers this, I will order it, and I will always have this in my home. I will always have it in my wax collection. I will always melt this. I love it. So Benny and June is a French baguette with honey butter and blackberry marmalade. And I don't know how wax works. I don't know how you can smell fresh baked bread and honey and blackberry marmalade, but it just, this is gorgeous and I love it. It's seasonless and it fills my heart with so much happiness. So I might melt more of this week coming. We'll see. I'm trying to stay off of it a little bit, but we'll see. And then, did I show you guys? Did I even show you guys that I melted? I don't think so. I think I moved it out of the way at the beginning. So I also melted some of L3 Waxy Wonders Blackberry Fluffy Towels Salty Sea Air. That, again, I told you before, was recommended by Danny Lives Life. And you guys, I love blackberry wax. First of all, L3 does a very nice blackberry. And this is her blackberry. With like a very mild clean laundry. It's not overpowering. This is not like laundry, you know? It's just there and a good scoop of salty sea air. It's just an overall very clean ocean, sweet blackberry, all the good things. And I also really enjoy this very much. So I'm so glad that I have so much. I will have plenty to enjoy for a good little bit. All right, let's move that to the side. And I will show you what I plan to melt this week. So I do have like 2 more orders coming. I placed a really big Scentsy order, so that's coming sometime this week, probably not until Friday. I didn't get my email today that it shipped. Once they ship, it only takes like 2 days, but I don't know what day it will ship. So if it ships tomorrow, I should receive it Thursday or Friday. If it ships any later than that, I might not even get it this week. So we shall see. I also still have an order coming from Southbound Candle Co. But I also don't know when that one is. I don't have an estimated delivery date yet. So the first one that I plan to melt this week is one that I got with my husband in mind because he wanted me to pick up a cereal one. And I got the Fruit Loop Buttercream Lavender Cotton Candy from L3 in the last RTS. This smells so good. I don't know how Fruit Loops and lavender work so well together, but this is absolutely good. I cannot wait to get this in the warmer. I haven't tried it yet at all. So it'll be my first time warming this one and I am ready for it. And the next one that I picked up from L3 in the last RTS that I plan to melt this week is Blueberry Cobbler Cotton Candy Frosting Danish Butter Cookies. So I really love this. I do. I was super duper in love with this one. Like it was my very first blueberry bakery scent that I ever had in wax. So I was so tickled about this. I got it in 2 puppy packs and I will melt all of this for sure. However, I don't think I will repurchase this one. And I'm saying that even before I melt it because when I was ordering Scentsy and I went through all my smells with you guys, I fell in love with the blueberry cheesecake scent that Scentsy has, and I did order that. So as far as blueberry bakery types are concerned, I love it quite a bit more than I love this. So we'll see how they both perform. If they perform like I think they will, with Scentsy lasting a little longer and being a little bit like stronger throw wise, then I would pick it up before I would pick this one up again. But if I'm wrong and Scentsy doesn't perform well for me on that particular scent and this one does, then I would pick this one up again, because I love blueberry bakery. So I gotta have whichever one is best. I want more of it. So the next one that I plan to melt this week, this one will probably go in the kids' rooms. I picked it up for them. It's from the Pharmacist's Daughter, and it is pink. It is neroli, peony, violet, bubblegum, and pink sugar. It's very interesting. So I don't really smell the neroli on cold. I definitely smell the florals, but luckily in this one, the bubblegum is predominant. So the florals are just kind of making it not just like so childish, kind of adding some complexity to that bubblegum. And then pink sugar to me is like, it's kind of like cotton candy, a little bit fancier. It's fancy cotton candy to my nose. And everybody knows that cotton candy and bubblegum go together anyway. But this will go in the kids' little basket for them to, you know, select from during the week. I'm sure that they will probably also dig into the blueberry one as well, and they might even get some of this Fruit Loop lavender, so we'll see how it goes. I plan to melt this sample from Soul's Inspiration. No, this isn't from Soul's Inspiration. I'm lying to you. This is also from the Pharmacist's Daughter. This is one that I regret not picking up, because I picked up some other stuff. I didn't end up loving it. And then some of the samples that I got that I could have picked up, I loved, and I didn't get them. But this is Endless Weekend. And this is a very fresh and clean and beachy meets something really sweet, but not, I can't put my finger on it. It's almost like sweet citrus, like it. Honestly, it almost smells the same to my nose as like if you mixed a really pretty aquatic, like beachy scent with some grapefruit, but I know that's not what it is. Anyway, I'm interested to see how long this lasts. Her stuff does tend to last a long time. I just don't really like all the florals that's in them. But we will see. We'll see how this does. I plan to melt the other Orchard and Field. This is from Soul's Inspiration. I don't know what I was thinking a minute ago. I really do. I love this smell. Apples and lavender go together somehow, some way. I don't understand it, but I'm telling you, it does. So go get it. This is a good one. It's a good one, and it's unusual. So it's not every day you find something like that. All right, so I'm also going to be doing the sample that I got from Soul's Inspiration, Dock of the Bay, Salty Sea Air, Sandalwood, Patchouli, and Exotic Flowers. You know, based on the scent notes alone, you would think that I would not like this one. Exotic Flowers, you already know I'm not a floral girl. Patchouli and sandalwood, to me, sometimes together. I love sandalwood. I love it mixed with things. However, when you start putting a lot of like bergamot, sandalwood, patchouli, like all of that together, it can be too much for me, very overwhelming. Or even if it's not blended just right, it can be a little bit incense smelling to me, which can be off-putting. So this Salty Sea Air Sandalwood Patchouli Exotic Flowers is really sweet. Okay, the florals in this one are not florally. They are sweet, mild florals. They have zero powderiness to them. The Salty Sea Air is just beautiful, and the patchouli and sandalwood, it's just enough to complement everything else and kind of elevate it, but without trying to steal the show at all. If you haven't tried this and you like really clean, fresh, beach type scents, I would definitely give this one a whirl. I think it's great. So I keep putting this in my baskets and I never melt it. Y'all, I'm melting it this week. Accountability. I'm telling you I'm going to melt it. So if it's in my next one, you have to get on to me. But it's the Boom Boom Cream type from L3. I don't know. We're going to melt it. We're going to do it. I don't feel any type of way, but I don't love it. I don't hate it. It just doesn't do anything super fantastic for me. Coconut shortbread pie from the Bathing Garden. I think I also put this one in my last one. I never got around to it, but I definitely will this week because I'm really looking forward to it. I don't know how I let this one slip, but we'll probably pop this one in the morning. This is another one I'm gonna have to figure out what to mix with. Maybe this will be a good way to use my Boom Boom Cream, because I can't. It just smelling it like makes my whole face itch. This is from the Pharmacist's Daughter. It's salted caramel, pistachio, raspberry, cantaloupe, and jasmine. I don't know about that. I don't smell any caramel, any pistachio, no raspberry, no cantaloupe. All I smell is jasmine, roses. So, I mean, just florals. It just, to me, it smells like a big old bouquet of pollinating flowers. So we're gonna have to mix that with something to maybe tone it down a little bit. All right, so I love this one. This is a nice, fresh, clean. It does have some sort of floral note in it, or tree or something, something green and growing, but I really like it. Oregon Autumn, Seattle Rain. It doesn't have any kind of like, I want to say it's masculine, but it isn't. It's just outdoorsy. It's very nature. So clean and fresh and nature. You definitely get some sort of like maybe a pine needles or fir, or I don't really know what, but it smells very good. The next one I plan to do is Soul's Inspiration Sample Just Breathe, and it is in Salty Sea Air, Dark Musk, Plum, Exotic Flowers, and Mint. Just enough mint. Exotic flowers, again, are not powdery floral to me. They're not like roses. They're not like this. It is more really pretty sweet flowers. I don't know. Maybe some sort of tropical flower. I definitely smell the plum, and it's very nice. It's not really musky. And the Salty Sea Air is beautiful. So I look very much forward to doing this one. I'll probably do this in our master bedroom. Also had this one in our last week's basket. Never got around to it. Snuggle Bunny from the Bathing Garden. So I told you. This is like lavender and laundry. That's basically, it's very very simple, and hopefully I won't be so busy running around crazy this week and doctors and all that stuff, and I'll actually be able to get all the way through my wax. Exactly 2 days slow. I also didn't get to melt last week, so I threw it back into this one. I am going to do it. We're going to do it. Nice and sweet, pretty, pretty scent. And then I plan on doing, I think I'm gonna actually do this tonight. So after I get off of here, I'm going to change out our wax to a nice relaxing scent in all of our bedrooms. So I think I'm gonna do the Soul's Inspiration Lullaby, which is lavender, vanilla, baby bees, buttermilk. It smells like honey, lavender. Vanilla. And the lavender is just ever so slightly powdery. Not enough to bother my nose. It's very, very pretty, very sleep inducing. So I think that'll be really nice to pop in here in a minute. This is amazing, y'all. This one. This is also a sample that I got from Soul's Inspiration, and it's Sweet Lila, Juicy Peaches, Sweet Cream, Blackberry Jam, Butter Cookies. You know how I feel about my Blackberry Jam. The butter cookies is so good, so authentic. Like if you know what like a Danish butter cookie, like a fresh Danish butter cookie, a real one, smells like, this is so that, but with like buttercream frosting, I smell, and then the blackberry jam. And the peaches are there, but like in the strangest way, like it doesn't smell like peaches. You have to kind of hunt for it. You can find them, like you can locate them. But they're just kind of like playing with that blackberry jam. This is beautiful. I really look forward, like this will probably be tomorrow just because I cannot wait to get this in the warmer. So I'm really looking forward to chopping this a little bit up and living my best life because that smells so good. I melted some of this last week, but since it was in my basket again, because I want to melt more, it wasn't in last week's basket. But as you can see, I did get into it. It's the Strawberry Fields from Soul's Inspiration, and it is sweet strawberries, guava, and green grass. Again, this is another one of those ones that is like a fruit and a green note that's just sweet and fresh and farmy, like natural to me. It to me, these smell like home. I grew up on a farm, so it smells like home to me, and I love it. So really looking forward to melting the rest of that this week. And then I also have the Baby Bees Buttermilk, which is just smells like a baby, like a baby body care. It smells like a Vino or either Burt's Bees, like honey and oat baby lotion. So I put this in here also for another nighttime option. Princess Ruby's Tartlets from the Bathing Garden. This smells like some sort of, I don't know, berry, fig, plum, some sort of dark, fruity note, and then a like cinnamon muffin bread bakery note. Really good. In the same kind of family as my like Benny and June. It's not the same, but it's that same kind of fragrance that I love, and I look forward to melting that one on a night that I just want to feel cozy. I'm also going to use up this looking glass from Bathing Garden. This will also probably get melted in the kids' rooms. It just seems very whimsical. And the last one that I plan to do is a date with Palo. It is Palo Santo and Deep Merlot, and I plan to use this one in my bathroom on my like self-care night this week. So that'll be really nice and relaxing, and I am looking forward to it. So I really like everything. Oh, I didn't show you this, I don't think. This I plan to melt quite a bit of this week during the daytime. I just think that it will be a really nice and refreshing. We're gonna have a hot week here. Some days almost up to the 90s. So I just feel like this would be like a nice, clean, sweet, refreshing, bubbly kind of beach vibe. So also really excited about that. I love everything that I've picked for this week, and I am really excited for the way that it is going to smell around here. I'm really excited to get my packages. I really hope that everybody had a fantastic Monday, and now that things like our crazy weekend running around, our sick baby, all those things are coming to an end. I really hope that I'll have more time to connect with everybody over on my Instagram channel. I really didn't get to pay attention to it for like the last 4 days, so I'll be on there more, posting more stuff about this, keeping everybody updated about my thoughts as I'm melting my way through this stuff. And anyway, until then, I look forward to the next one, y'all. Have a good week.